Okay, so good evening, everyone. Myself, Dr. Devabhadra Shah, Associate Professor at the Department of Mathematics, Veer Dharma South Gujarat University, Surat. As a convener of Professor A.M. Vaidya Foundation, I feel delighted to welcome you all, the lovers of mathematics and admirers of Professor Arun Bhai Vaidya, who are present here in the online memorial lecture, which is organized jointly by Professor A.M. Vaidya Foundation and Professor A.R. Rao Foundation. And this is to remember Arun Bhai on the day when he went to heavenly abode before exactly 1 year. So I thank you all for joining here today. So in today's fast world of technology and digital age, this online platform is the best way to mingle together to improve and share our knowledge. So Professor Arun Madhusudan Vaidya was a prominent mathematician and one of the most popular figures in the field of mathematics in Gujarat and even at national level. Professor Vaidya passed away at the age of 85 on 26 November 2020. His demise is a huge loss to the mathematical community of Gujarat. His name will be enshrined with golden letters in the history of mathematics of Gujarat for his untiring efforts for upliftment of mathematics education in the state. Professor Vaidya was a man of principles and total integrity. He lived a life with full zest. He always let it remain a flow, unfrozen, fluid, and moving into unknown. His work was never just a profession, but always a creative vocation. So many deep mathematical springs floated through him. His interest in life went far beyond mathematics. Whatsoever work he took, he poured all his energy and talent with full rigors and devotion. And so he could give us several great mathematical gems to the mathematics community, as rightly said by Professor Vinod Trivedi from Ahmedabad. His master touch popularized several mathematical treasures. Even after a major brain surgery, his enthusiasm for life did not diminish. His smiling face, affable nature, and sense of fairness will be missed by all of us. Professor Vaidya worked extensively for the popularization of mathematics. To inherit this and to remember and pay homage to Professor Vaidya through the activity which Professor Vaidya was really fond of. Today we have invited an eminent speaker to speak on a topic related with the geometry. So as a convener of Professor A.M. Vaidya Foundation, it is my great pleasure to welcome Sri Asit Kumar Roy, who is about to deliver his lecture entitled An Analysis of the Extended Results on the Midquel Point of Triangle Using Technology. So now I invite Sri Meghraj Bhai Bhatt sir, a dedicated and respectable mathematics lover of Gujarat, who is also a co-convener of Professor M. Vaidya Foundation, to formally welcome Sri Asit Kumar Roy. So over to you, Sri Meghraj Bhai Bhatt sir. Meghraj Bhai.
Thank you, Devadarai. All the respected dignitaries present here on this platform. Today, as Dr. Shah said, the first year, 1 year is completed when we lost our respected as well as beloved Arun Bhai. Today's lecture is on the topic of geometry and analysis of the extended results on the midquel point of a triangle using technology. The presenter, Mr. Asit Kumar Roy, is an academic coordinator at Sri Prakash Synergy School at Pedapuram in Andhra Pradesh. And also he is an administrative secretary of the AIMER, that is Association of International Mathematics Education and Research. I met him before nearly 5 years in an AIMER conference. And then again, we worked together at Pedapuram school where he is working, and they were conducting training courses for teachers and training courses for students for the Olympiads. And then successively for 4 years, I am going there working with him, and I have seen him giving nice explanations of geometrical results using GeoGebra. He is a good presenter as I know him, and I am sure today whatever he is going to give us will definitely be appreciated by all of us. Moreover, again, I welcome Professor Dr. S.R. Santhanam, President of AIMER, who is present there with Mr. Asit Kumar Roy. Santhanam sir, we welcome you, and I request Asit Kumar Roy to deliver his lecture. Thank you. Mr. Roy?
Yes, sir.
You can start.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Actually, there was disconnection in the earphone.
Oh.
Yeah, am I audible to everybody?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Thank you, my graduate sir. I really deem it my privilege to be here in association with Badya Foundation, and this is Ashit Kumar Roy. Actually, with a small introduction, I will start. I am from Peddappuram presently, but originally I am from Calcutta. I am working in Peddappuram from past 10 years, and I'm working in this school in the senior secondary level, looking after 11th and 12th grade mathematics as well. Whenever we get some time, we love mathematics, we do some work with that. So this all started 10 years back when I met Dr. S.R. Santhanam. I hope some of you might be knowing him. So he encouraged us to work using technology. Generally, we work in mathematics, but he introduced us in that technological part, and it all started. And when we started working on GeoGebra, I think I need not introduce much about it. People might be knowing about it. And the advantage of this technology is, which we do in pen and paper, that takes a lot of time and a lot of tedious work will be there to do the same thing. But when we use technology, it can be done very easily. So that only I am going to show through this experiment. I have done 4 or 5 papers on GeoGebra using the technology in different aspects. This is also based on chemical point. So let me see. I hope I will be able to put some light on it.
Oh, yes, you are.
Am I audible to
Voice
everybody?
is somewhat low, sir.
Oh.
Now you are not audible if you are speaking.
Am I audible to everybody?
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Earphone is disturbed. Yeah. Once again, good evening. Am I audible now, sir?
Yes. Yes. Now clear.
Yeah. Actually, some connectivity issue happened. Extremely sorry for that. So let us start today's presentation.
Yes.
This total presentation, it has two parts in it. The first part will go on along with Mickle point, certain terms which are used here that we need to know first. So first part of the presentation, initially I will be giving introduction about Mickle point and all, and slowly we will enter into the research part of it. So first we come with Mickle theorem. Hope we all know that. So these all first stated by Wallace in 1799 and proved by Mickle in 1838, which is as follows. Let us see the diagram, what it says. If we take a triangle, and on that triangle, on the three sides, if we choose 3 points on it, and if we draw the circles on it, namely, if the circle passes through, these are the points chosen on the triangle, and if the circle passes through 2 adjacent sides, these 2 points and also 1 vertex of the triangle, if we draw in that manner 3 circles, they will intersect at a common point which is considered as Mickle point. If you just see the diagram, you understand a little better. This is the original diagram in the GeoGebra software. In this software, we can draw any geometrical figure and we can do a lot of experiment on it that we will see slowly in this presentation, that from this basic level, how it can go into research level. The same software can be useful for the students in a normal, regular verification of results as well. It can reach up to research level. So this, what I was talking about, the 3 points which are taken on the sides of the triangle, this is one of the point. You can see this is another point which can lie on any place on the sides. And this is the third point. So it can be anywhere, but in all situations, we can see that the 3 circles are passing through a common point that is called Mickle point, already the known theorem. Now the journey started from here. Then I studied what is Mickle point, what are the results available on Mickle point. Considering all those, further I developed into a paper where few more results I could find using GeoGebra. Now, before we get into the presentation, we need to understand certain terms which are used here, namely Mickle circles, Mickle triangle, as well Mickle point. Now, this triangle, which is formed using the 3 vertices, 3 centers of the Mickle circle, you can see these 3 circles centers are joined and it is forming a triangle. And this triangle is similar to the reference triangle based on which the overall diagram was drawn. Next. Now, if I draw the lines from the Mickle point, if these 3 lines are drawn from the Mickle point where we have taken the points on the 3 sides of the triangle, I'll try to have a better look. Here, I'm talking about these 3 points already we have chosen on the 3 sides. And if we draw the lines from the Mickle point to that point, we get another triangle here. And this triangle DEF, this triangle is called Mickle triangle, triangle DEF. But one thing we can see here, the Mickle triangle which is formed here, that is not similar to the triangle which I explained in the previous slide. As well, we can see one more result here. When we join Mickle point with these 3 randomly chosen points on the 3 sides of the triangle, it makes equal angle. We can see here, and we can verify also using GeoGebra. Every diagram, it is in PowerPoint. So original diagram, I can open for every diagram here. I will show you. This is the original diagram. And you can see, this is the triangle. I can change the position of the point. At any situation, you can see the 3 angles which are here, 113.23 degree is mentioned here. The moment I move any of the point, you can see all the 3 values are always same. Suppose the same thing when we verify in pen and paper through our mathematical logic or mathematical explanation, we can definitely prove it. But verification in different position through pen and paper, it becomes really difficult for us. Whereas this GeoGebra software, it helps us to research further. Coming to the next part of it, this result also holds if the points are chosen on the extension of the sides. This is the diagram. You can see here the point is chosen outside the extended part of the sides of the triangle. I can take it inside as well, I can take it outside. All the results, whatever we have discussed till now, it will hold. So this is the overall diagram, what we learned till now, like what we have seen till now. These three circles are called Mickel circle. And if we join this F, D, E, and F, the triangle which will be formed, that is called Mickel triangle. And this red point M, denoted by M, is considered as Mickel point. So these are the terms which I am going to use in the further in my paper. So that's why I'm just repeating the terms: Mickel circles, Mickel triangle, and Mickel point. Now this is the proof of that. Till now, this is the result known to everybody and available in our internet, different websites. There are certain interesting facts on Mickel point. If the perpendiculars are drawn on the sides of the reference triangle from Mickel point, this is the diagram. If I drop the perpendicular from Mickel point to the sides, then the triangle which will be formed, that Mickel triangle, will become a pedal triangle. That's a common property. Now, if Mickel point lies on the circumcircles of the reference triangle, the above pedal triangle degenerate to a line segment which is called Simpson-Wallace line. You can see the diagram. The Mickel triangle degenerated into a line. This blue line is the Mickel triangle actually, which is degenerated to a straight line when Mickel point is lying. You can see this is the D point here, which point I'm moving, that's the Mickel point where three circles are intersecting. But if that Mickel point is lying on the circumcircle of the reference triangle ABC, as I said, this is the triangle ABC, I'm moving, and you can see the Mickel point is on the circumcircle of the reference triangle. In that case, we will not get Mickel triangle. It will degenerate to a straight line. Coming to the next part. Now this pedal triangle and Simpson line are having several properties. If we search in internet, there will be several results. So here from, I shifted my research part. Up to then, I studied. Next. Now using this GeoGebra, there are certain new results are found that we are going to discuss in today's presentation. Now in this diagram, what we have, this is the first result which I found there. Now we have learned what is Mickel triangle, we have learned what is Mickel circle, and so I will enlarge the diagram. This is the diagram. The triangle ABC, blue color name, ABC is the reference triangle, and Mickel point M is here. Now if I join that point, Mickel point, and extend it through the center of the Mickel circle is G. I'm moving the names, I hope it is visible. G, I, and H, these are the centers of the Mickel circles. What I have done here, the Mickel point, I have joined with the center of the Mickel circles and extended to intersect the circle again. Means I have drawn the diameter through Mickel point. Those three diameters will further intersect the three Mickel circles at points K, you can see K, O, and N. If I join these 3 points, what triangle we get, that is similar to the reference triangle. You can see if I move anywhere, the triangle means it works with any value any scalene triangle, the result will hold. The two angles, you can see here the green color angles 83.19 degree. Here also, and here these two angles are equal. You can see whatever the position of the triangle, the result will hold. So what triangle I got here by extending this diameter, that triangle is similar to the reference triangle, which is formed from the Mickel point. So that's only explained here. The triangles formed by the centers of the Mickel circles and the triangle formed by joining the endpoints of the diameters of the Mickel circles drawn from the Mickel point are similar. We can see the original triangle, this triangle GIH, and the red triangle. All are similar. The three triangles are similar to each other. Now this is the proof is there. This can be proved using simple school level geometry by using the concept of cyclic quadrilateral where the opposite angles are supplementary. Using that property, we can prove it. Means in this diagram, when I joined the 3 points K, O and N, that might not pass through this point. So that is only proved through this simple geometry that they will be collinear, all the 3 points in the 3 sides of the triangle. So using that simple school level geometry, we can prove it. Proof part I'm ignoring because that is very simple part. We can do it using very simple school level geometry. The total result what I have explained, it is proved here using this concept of geometry. Now the question comes, I have drawn one triangle which is similar to the reference triangle as well as the triangle formed by joining the centers of the Mickel circles. Now, can there be any more triangle which will have the same Mickel point? Let us see this. If you observe the diagram, you can see I have drawn one more triangle using it. Let us go to the original diagram. The diagram is little complicated, but I will try to explain. Triangle ABC, the blue color name is the reference triangle, and already in the previous result, we have drawn KON triangle, which was similar to the reference triangle. Now I have drawn one more triangle, which is named as T. Here is T. I can show you. This is the triangle is drawn, which is similar. This is also similar to all the other 3 triangles, which I explained earlier. You can see the angles are measured. The moment I change the measurement of the reference triangle, all the values are changing, but at any situation, that values are same. You can see these 3 angles are equal. Similarly, the other angles also equal. So this is also coming similar triangle. Now these also can be proved by using simple school level geometry. I have drawn a line through this point of intersection, extended it to intersect the circles, and then joined the point of intersection to form the triangles. And it is very much clear by using that concept, we can draw infinite number of such triangles which will be similar as well holding the same Mickel point. And that also geometrically we have proved it. The proof is here. I can ignore the proof because it is simple school level geometry. Similarly, the following properties also can be proved by using simple school level geometry. So next, whatever the properties I am going to discuss, I have not written the proof. I have not written the proof here. Excuse me. Kindly. I think somebody's mic is on. Echo is coming. Kindly switch off the mic. Please.
Vanna Ben. हाँ जी
तो माइक ऑफ रख दो
हाँ
આવાજ ના આવવી જોઈએ
કઈ સંભળાતું નથી બરાબર
ના સંભળાય કરી મ્યુટ રાખજો જે બટન હોય ને માઇક
હા હા
એની પર લાલ આવશે તો ક્રોસ આવશે
હા જી
કરી નાખો ક્રોસ આવે છે
ના નથી આવતું ક્રોસ આવ્યું
હા
હા કર્યું બંધ થયું
થેન્ક યુ
આવતું.
સો નાઉ નમસ્તે સર
Just 1 minute. Right, sir.
યસ સર
Please wait for 2 minutes.
shall I wait sir
Yes, please wait for 2 minutes.
I think so now we here.
Is it okay, Devendra?
yes sir it's
Okay.
okay now thank you
You can
sir.
start. You can start. Please go on.
Yeah. So now onwards, whatever the properties I am going to discuss, I have not given the proof here because all that can be proved by using school level geometry. Initially, some proof were given. Okay. Now, if we see here, if the vertices of the Mickel triangle, till now, Mickel triangle we understood, if these points are joined, that is called Mickel triangle. Now, if the vertices of the Mickel triangle are the midpoints of the sides of the original triangle, what happens? I will show you. We have taken, now you can see the 3 points randomly chosen on the 3 sides of the triangle. If those are the midpoints of the triangle, automatically we can see this is becoming a medial triangle and there are certain properties developing. We can see that the 3 circles are congruent, are equal in area. If I change the triangle, you can see the area of the circles are changing, but in all situations, the 3 area will be equal for any position of these 3 vertices of the triangle. You can see the areas changing, but at any situation, the 3 circles are congruent. It happens when we take these 3 midpoints as the points which we are choosing in the beginning to form this Mickel point. That's the diagram here. As I said, 3 circles will be congruent in this case when we consider that 3 randomly chosen points are the midpoints of the sides of the reference triangle. And Mickel triangle is similar to the original triangle. Only in this case, Mickel triangle will become similar. I can show you if we go back to the first slide of the presentation. When we started this Mickel point, here, if we see the Mickel, you can see the Mickel triangle is this one, and this Mickel triangle is not similar to this triangle. This triangle which is formed by joining the center of the Mickel circles. But only now when we make it, when we draw this 3 equal circles, in this case Mickel triangle will become similar to this triangle formed by the center of the Mickel circles. As well, another property comes, a unique conic, it becomes actually ellipse, which is passing through this the 6 vertices, 3 vertices of the triangle, or more easy if I say the 3 center of these Mickel circles, as well the vertices of the Mickel triangle, the conic will pass. You can see here, if I connect here, it shows that it proves the, it satisfies the property of ellipse. I think it is visible here. If I highlight here, this is ellipse. And it will hold for any situation of this triangle. Means any scalene triangle will satisfy the property. Now in this case, the original triangle will be having the greatest area for the same Mickel point and Mickel triangle. I can show you that. You can see I have marked the areas. If you observe, area of triangle ABC here, which I am moving now, you can see that is the area of triangle ABC. As well, you can see area of triangle JKL, the blue triangle. And when we move the greatest area, as I said you here, the original triangle has the greatest area for the same Mickel point and Mickel triangle. And this is the diagram for it. Original triangle is ABC. You can see ABC triangle area is 26.23. And original triangle only, any position you can see original triangle is only having the maximum area. If other triangle we are moving, when it is coinciding, it is having the maximum area. When it is coming down, when it is going up, you can see it is reducing. Only when it is coinciding with the original, it has maximum area 25.63 for this position. If I bring it down, you can see it's reducing. If I bring it up, it's reducing. So that's one of the property. The circumcircles of all triangles which are having the same Mickel point and the Mickel triangle are concentric. Let us see how. You can see here, all the circumcircles which we have drawn, the triangles, all circumcircle will be concentric in this case. Let us have a better visibility with the original diagram. This is the original diagram. I can show you. This is the original triangle, and few more triangles are formed by using the concept what we are discussing till now. In all cases, you can see these all are concentric. You can see this circle as well this circle. Like that, we can draw infinite number of circles, and all are concentric with this Mickel point. I hope I am not getting much complicated. Now this question, when I was doing this research, one by one result when I was searching, and I always discuss with Dr. S.R. Santhanam, he is sitting beside me only. I have already introduced you. I think I should introduce you. He is Dr. S.R. Santhanam, mathematics legend, we can tell him. So when I was discussing with him, he asked me certain question. Can you do this? Can you do that? He used to pose me questions. And I used to work again on that, whether that is possible or not. So this is the question he posed me. Okay, Roy, can you do this? Then I said, sir, I will try. So this is the question. Is there any triangle which will have the same incenter as a given triangle? Generally, by using the concept of our other geometrical concept, we can draw it by just changing the direction and all. We can do it by extending the triangle. But here the same thing is being done using the concept of Mickel triangle. As I have drawn the triangle in the initial stage, using the same concept, we can draw infinite number of triangles which will have here Mickel point is the incenter, and you can see the triangle ABC as well the triangle J, K and L. I hope the triangles are visible. We'll try to give you better visibility. Hope the triangle is having a better look. So here you can see both are having incenter as Mickel point, and they are different triangles. So like that we can draw the position I am changing, which shows that infinite number of triangles can be drawn using this concept of Mickel point, which will be having the same incenter along with this reference triangle, which is drawn in the name of ABC. As I said, there are infinite number of triangles for such case. Then it is generalized in this manner, like infinite number of similar triangles can be drawn for any given point of a given triangle by using the concept of Mickel theorem. Here Mickel theorem concept is used to generalize that With the given point, we can draw infinite number of similar triangles. Now, this is the first part of the overall presentation. It has another part where I develop further properties based on a particular result on Mickel triangle. Previously, when we saw in the previous result, we have seen in this overall presentation, in a particular situation, the three Mickel circles became congruent. Hope we all remember when it happened. Once again, I will just put light on it. It happened only when the randomly chosen point became the midpoint of the reference triangle. For your reference, I will go back to that diagram. This was the diagram. This was the result which we have already discussed. You can see three circles are congruent to each other based on a given condition where these 3 points are the midpoints of the sides. Now, holding the same result, there is something to be shown. Now, second part is having something interesting. Now, this is my question. Always I throw it to the students that can we draw such three congruent Mickel circles? But the condition based on which we were drawing that the points will be the midpoint of the triangle. Without that condition, can we draw? That was the question. Can we draw three congruent circles if the points are not the midpoints of the triangle? Can it be? Yes, it is possible. And here from the second part of the research paper started. This is totally own worked out result. You can see here. It is possible where I can show you the diagram where the point is not the midpoint, but the circles are congruent. You can see I will move the point D if you see. Any position of the triangle, if I take the point, the area of the three circles will be equal. You can see three congruent circles I have drawn, which satisfies the concept of Mickel theorem. As well, they are equal in area. And this is the result. Actually, I don't reveal how it happens because here only the main key of the overall research paper is lying. But it is possible. Now, considering this result, I have developed certain results. Now, this I have taken as a given condition. If the Mickel circles are congruent, then what happens? There are around 10 properties I could find. We can see that the Mickel triangle, which was not congruent, which was not similar to the triangle formed by center of the Mickel circles. Now, in this case, Mickel triangle becomes similar to that triangle. As well, as I said, I have not taken the condition available in internet where the points are the midpoints. In internet, we find this result that three Mickel circles will be congruent, but we see always they take this point as the midpoint. But I have not taken that one, even though we could draw the three congruent circles here. And if it is taken, we can see that the Mickel triangle, which is generally not similar with this triangle, will be always similar in this case. We can see that the angles are equal. You can observe it. Next, coming to the next part of this, this is another property. Mickel triangle is not only similar, it's becoming congruent. We can have a better look here. You can see the red triangle is Mickel triangle and the green triangle is the triangle formed by joining the center of the Mickel circles. And in all these properties, condition is fixed that three Mickel circles are congruent. You can see whatever the position of my reference triangle, the result, it will hold the result. These two values, you can see 2.99, HI and ED. Similarly, the other two, 3.45, 3.45, and 4.03, 4.03. If you kindly observe the values, both will change in same manner. So it shows that they are congruent. Now, if we draw the circumcircles of all these triangles, this Mickel triangle as well as the other triangle which is formed by joining the center of the Mickel circles. If we draw beautifully, we can see that all circumcircles will be congruent, and you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the 5 circles are congruent. I'm enlarging, you can see the area, it is changing. If I enlarge it, you can understand the Mickel triangle as well as the triangle formed by the center of the Mickel circles, as well the 3 Mickel circles already present there. All 5 circles are congruent, you can see. Next. This is another beautiful property came out. Like the more I worked on it, one by one interesting property started coming, and it was really amazed to work on it. You can see here, in this case, the Mickel triangle and the triangle formed by the center of the Mickel circle, it interchanges its orthocenter and circumcenter. And this doesn't hold when the point is special. This result, it holds for any position of this point. And that's, you can see. If I change the position, even though it will hold. For any position of the point, it's not necessarily be the midpoint. It can be, it is holding the same result for any position of the point which we have taken on the sides of the triangle. Locus is selected. More going deep into it, the circumcenter of Mickel triangle is equidistant from the orthocenter of the reference triangle and Mickel point. Circumcenter of the Mickel triangle, this is the Mickel triangle, the yellow triangle is the Mickel triangle. If I take the circumcenter of this Mickel triangle, that is equidistant from the orthocenter of the reference triangle, blue triangle, and the Mickel point. You can observe it. I have marked it as blue point. Their aim is the Mickel point, and this is the orthocenter. H is the circumcenter of the Mickel triangle, the golden color triangle. I will just mark it so that we can understand better. Now the shaded region is the Mickel triangle, and you can see that sky blue point, namely H point, is the circumcenter of the Mickel triangle, and that becomes equidistant from the orthocenter and Mickel point of the reference triangle, the blue triangle, and that result will hold for any position of the triangle. You can see. I'm enlarging, and the value you can see HM, the distance, and QH here. Up to 4 decimal places I checked. We can check further decimal places also, and it is verified up to 10 decimal places. It is safe. I think I'm able to show it to you properly. More I went deep into it, more interesting results started coming. This is another interesting result. We can see a little confusing diagram, but I will try to explain it to you very slowly. Let us understand what it says. Centroid of the triangle formed by the centers of the Mickel circles. So the Mickel circle centroid of the triangle formed by center of the Mickel circles means we can see the pink color diagram, pink color triangle is equidistant from the centroid of the Mickel triangle and centroid of the reference triangle. That's a really beautiful result. It is observed here. I will show you which triangle I'm talking about. This is the center Mickel circles. 3 circles are considered as Mickel circles. Their centers, if I join the triangle which is there from beginning to us, that triangle centroid is B here. You can see B point. That B is equidistant from the centroid of the reference triangle as well, centroid of the Mickel triangle. These red 2 lines are equal in length, GB and AB. You can see I'm changing the position of the triangle and it holds the result. Hope it's clear to all of you. These are the result you can see. These 2 red color lines are equal at any situation. Once again, I'm telling this shaded region is the triangle formed by the center of the Mickel circles. And if I take the centroid of that triangle, centroid of Mickel triangle, golden color point, and blue point is the centroid of the reference triangle. So these 3 centroid, if we just identify, it forms isosceles triangle, where the centroid of this triangle is equidistant from the centroid of the Mickel triangle and centroid of the reference triangle. Now, the line joining the centroids of the Mickel triangle and reference triangle, Mickel triangle centroid and reference triangle centroid, if I join, it is perpendicular to the Euler line of the reference triangle. Let us have a better look into the real diagram. Let us understand this better. This is the golden triangle. Once again, I am shading it. I'll just have a better look of it. So many points are coinciding with each other. I need to make it a little more clear. Yeah. You can see centroid of the Mickel triangle, this golden point A. Point A is the centroid of the Mickel triangle. I'll enlarge the size of the point so that we can understand better. This is the point, centroid. And if I join the centroid of the reference triangle, that is becoming perpendicular to the Euler line. This line is the Euler line of the reference triangle. I will change the color of the line so that we can identify. Now, if you look at the green line, the red line is perpendicular to the green line. And this green line is nothing but Euler line of the reference triangle ABC. You can see I'm changing the position, whether it is Euler line or not. Now we can identify if I make it small. This is the circumcenter, this is the orthocenter, and this is the centroid. Hope it is clear that this is the Euler line, that green line. And these all are satisfying for any position of the point. You can see the 90-degree angle is not changing even though I change the position of the point. But only my fixed condition is that 3 Mickel circles are congruent. These all 10 results are based on the 3 Mickel circles when they are congruent. Now, if we look into the locus of the circumcenter of the Mickel triangle, you can observe here, if I move this point, the locus will become a straight line which is perpendicular to the Euler line. The locus of the circumcenter of the Mickel triangle. If I move this point continuously, we can observe the locus. The locus is actually previously drawn to identify the path The brown line indicates the locus of this circumcenter of this Mickel triangle. This is the Mickel triangle. Once again, for better identification, this shaded region is the Mickel triangle, and if we move this point, the position of this point, the locus of the circumcenter is becoming a straight line, which is also perpendicular to the Euler line. Now, this is another property where we can see area of the Mickel triangle as well as area of the Mickel circles will be minimum if the Mickel triangle is medial triangle. You can see here, area of the triangle is written in the middle, 6.0539, and when I bring it towards the medial triangle, it is coming minimum. If I go up, it increases. If I go down, it increases. You can see, if I go down, it increases. If I go to medial point, midpoint, when it becomes a medial triangle, whatever the area is there, if I go up, again it increases. And similarly, if you observe the area of the Mickel circles also, when we are here, the point is midpoint, area of the circle 15.7308. When I go up, it increases. When I go down, it increases. So this is the point where it gives the minimum area for this given triangle. The moment I change the triangle, automatically that values will change. But for the given triangle, if this point moves, we get the minimum area when it is becoming the midpoint. I hope this is the last property. The triangles formed by the points of intersection of the Mickel circles and the circumcircle of the reference triangle is congruent to the reference triangle. For example, what does it say? If we observe very closely, these are the three Mickel circles: green color, yellow color, and purple color. Now, if I draw the circumcircle of the reference triangle ABC, blue color triangle, definitely that circumcircle will intersect each Mickel circles at a point H, also this vertex. Now, wherever it is intersecting other than vertex of the reference triangle, if we join all those three intersecting points, the triangle which is formed another triangle that is also similar to that triangle. You can see here it is written, the lengths and all are, they are becoming congruent. Is it becoming congruent? Yes, we can see the values are written here. That's all. I hope I did not confuse you all. So please ask me any questions or any of the presentation which was not clear. Because in online mode, it is difficult to understand whether whatever I am trying to deliver, is it reaching to the viewers or not. Thank you, sir. I hand over this to you for this question answer session.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Okay, yes, sir, please.
Ajit, sir, if we choose the points as the vertices of the reference triangle are my of PDA.
Okay, yes, sir.
Yes.
Our voice clear, Nati.
If we choose 3 points,
Yes, right, sir.
vertex of the triangle, reference triangle, then what will happen?
What are the points that you are choosing?
Points chosen are the vertices of the triangle. Then what will happen?
No, vertices of the triangle, that means triangle itself. Then, do you get it? Ashish Roy.
Hello, Roy, sir.
The question is, that if the micro triangle coincides with the reference triangle.
ના ના એટલે એમને
No, let him answer. Let him answer. Yes.
રોગેલિયા સર,
હાજી
તમારો વોઇસ તૂટે છે વચ્ચે વચ્ચે, ક્વેશ્ચન સમજાતો નથી.
મારો પ્રશ્ન આટલો જ છે દેવ
એક મિનિટ.
3 પોઈન્ટ પસંદ કરવાના છે એ વર્ટિકલ લઈ તો શું થાય?
Hello, Roy, sir.
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, could you listen to the question?
No, sir.
I
The
know.
voice is not coming clearly, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please tell me.
Okay. What he says is this: if a point D coincides with A, E coincides with B, and F coincides with C, the points that you have taken on the sides coincide with the vertices, what will happen?
Okay. Shall I go to the first presentation, sir? First diagram?
Okay.
Yes,
Go ahead.
please.
Just a
Okay,
minute,
go
sir.
ahead.
In this diagram, are you talking about?
Yes. Now, where is the point D? D is on BC, isn't it?
Yes, sir. I'll open the original diagram. This is you are talking
Right.
about point E.
Coinciding with B, and D coinciding with C, and F coinciding with A.
Yes. That all the three circles will become circumcircle of the triangle, sir. Actually, the concept
Wait.
started when we have chosen the points on the sides. Then only three separate circles we will get. If we
Correct.
coincide these points with the vertices of the triangle, you can
Right.
see.
No, sorry. In the question, it is written that circle passing through these 3 points. They are
Yes.
not mentioned as distinct points.
Yes, sir.
C, D, E are not distinct necessarily.
C,
Circle
D,
passing
and F.
D, E, F
D, E, F, yeah.
are that nowhere it is mentioned that they are different from A, B, C. So I can choose
Yeah.
E, F as A, B, C.
You can choose, and he answers the question also. That
You can choose, sir, but you will not get your Mikkel point. You can see if I choose like that, I can drag and I can show you the diagram also here. You can see here the three circles will coincide, sir. You can see.
right.
I can
Okay,
show
with
you
the
here. I think you have seen, sir.
So my question was that we should write that if we call these three circles as S1, S2, S3, then we should mention the result in this way: S1 intersection S2 intersection S3 is different from phi.
Yes, what you said, that is correct. But the point is, where from the
Yes.
presentation started, this is actually not my theorem. This is already the known theorem. I have explained first to understand what is Mikkel theorem. This is actually known theorem. Same theorem I have copied. As I said initially, that we
sir.
need to know what is Mikkel point.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
I have
Any
one
question from any
question.
other? Hello.
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm
Yeah,
listening to you.
I have a question. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Very good results. Now my question is this: did you verify them by the experiments of GeoGebra, or did you get by trial and error, and then did you prove these results geometrically?
Yeah, as I said to you in the beginning of the presentation, where from the presentation started, first 3-4 properties which I have shown here, that all are geometrically proved, and the proof is also present in
Right.
the presentation, but later on the
Right.
proofs are not presented, and what the part 2 results are there, those are not proved. Only through GeoGebra it is proved. Geometrically in pen and paper we did not prove that all till now.
Yeah. So that's what I thought, because you said about the equidistance and you said it is 10 point something and 10 point, that is up to certain decimal points, this distance is very equal. So you don't have a proof, geometrical proof, that they will be really be equal. That's what it means?
Yes, correct, sir. You are correct, sir.
Okay, fine.
But it is up to the capacity of the software we have checked, it is equal.
That is okay. But is there a theoretical proof that you'll be equal?
No, that's why I said the first part of the presentation, each and every properties I have proved
Fine.
geometrically.
Yeah,
The part
I
2
agree.
is not proved geometrically.
Okay, I understand. So that still is an open question. You can say that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Another question is this general question. You have proved a number of results about Mikkel points. My question is about the status of geometry teaching in schools in Andhra Pradesh. Do the students come across such results, and do they appreciate such results? Because here they may not know even that the circumcenter of a triangle is in Gujarat.
Once again, sir.
My question is this: you talked about circumcircles and the Mikkel point and things like that.
Yeah.
Now, are these being taught, or at least something similar being taught in school?
No, sir.
School
These
level?
are all not there in the regular curriculum. Even if in Andhra Pradesh also, these are not there in the regular curriculum. If anybody is working towards Olympiad point of view, with their interest, they learn it. And I have done this all totally on my interest. Nowhere our regular curriculum is connected.
Okay. One more last question from me, that what happens if the 3 points taken are the feet of the perpendicular from these vertices?
Yeah, then in that case, I have shown that result, sir. It is there in the presentation. The Mikkel triangle will become pedal triangle, sir.
Okay. Oh, Mikkel triangle will become a pedal triangle.
Yeah.
Fine. Well, thank you. It was a very nice presentation. Yeah. Anyway,
thank you. Nice to hear you, sir. Thank you, sir. It's a great experience to hear all of you here.
Are there other questions? Please feel free to ask questions.
Yeah. Please ask me, because with your question, it may give me some clue to get into the third part of the presentation. Every time it happens like that. As I said I always used to show it to Mr. Santhanam, Dr. Santhanam, and he used to pose one question to me, and I work on that, and I get some answer. Sometimes I don't get answer also. So I will be really happy if you pose me question. And there will be nothing if I don't answer also. If I am unable to answer also, I will feel happy that I will get some clue to work on it.
Okay.
Any other question?
Under which condition the Mikkel point will lie on the triangle?
Under which condition Mikkel point will lie on the triangle? It's also again a question which is not worked out. I can work on it.
Okay.
We need to see which condition is bringing the Mikkel point on the, I think. We need to see, sir. Like,
if two circles touch each other, hello.
Yes.
If two circles touch each other at the point of choice, then that will be the. I think that will be Mikkel point.
Again, as you said, it is again a clue to work on it and get something about it. We need to. Actually, I avoided working on regarding like isosceles triangle or equilateral triangle, because in all such cases things will coincide. So I tried working with Schelin triangle so that varieties of results can come out.
No, sir. My question was my suggestion was like that. If we if we call these three circle as S1, S2, S3
Yeah.
effectively, then if S1 and S2 touch each other, S1 and S2 touch each other, they intersect
correct,
into
clear, sir.
unique point, then I think that point will be the Mickel point, and it lies on the side of the triangle.
So we need to work on it, sir. Like without verifying, I can't answer on it.
Okay.
I will definitely work on it, and definitely if I get something about it, I will reply, sir.
I have proved this result.
Okay, okay. That's
Okay.
very nice. Okay, that's nice to hear, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Very good, sir.
Is there any question from any other participant? I think nobody is raising hands. Shall we conclude?
Yes, anything, please.
Basavada, sir?
No, I think we can have the concluding remark then.
Yeah. Sir?
Okay.
Please give your concluding remarks and a vote of thanks.
Okay. So shall I say something?
Yeah, sure. Please.
Okay. So friends, we heard a very, very nice lecture from Sri Asit Roy. I think it opened a new direction, kind of new direction for us. Many of us are interested in geometry, but we take only those results which can be proved theoretically, and of course which can be verified by GeoGebra. But here it's the other direction. We first see the result with the help of GeoGebra and then prove if possible. If not, then we may keep them open as open question. It's a very nice approach, and we thank you, sir, for a very enlightening lecture. We have enjoyed your lecture.
Thank you, sir.
I have to say a few more words today in connection with this program. આજે આપણે જાણીએ છીએ એમ આપણે જે કારણસર મળ્યા છીએ એ પ્રોફેસર અરુણભાઈ વૈદ્યની આજે પહેલી ડેથ એનિવર્સરી છે. એમને યાદ કરવાને માટે આપણે મળ્યા છીએ. હવે ઘણીવાર એવું બને છે કે લોકો લાંબુ જીવે છે. એ કહેવામાં આવે છે કે ઇટ ઇઝ નોટ only the long life, how long you live. It is how well you live. That is important. What about those who lived long as well as well? Arun Bhai lived long and he also lived very well. એને કારણે એમની લાઈફ આપણે માટે કાયમ માટે એક યાદગીરી મુકતી ગઈ, પ્રેરણામય બનતી ગઈ. આમ તો આજે આપણે આમને યાદ કરવા માટે ભેગા થયા છીએ, પણ મને લાગે છે કે એમને યાદ કરવાની ખરેખર કોઈ એવી જાતની જરૂર નથી, કારણ કે દરરોજ આપણે એમને યાદ કરતા હોઈએ છીએ. એમને આપણે એટલી બધી રીતે જુદી જુદી રીતે જોયા છે અને માણ્યા છે. એમના વિદ્યાર્થીઓ એમને વર્ગમાં માણ્યા છે. We have enjoyed him lecturing in Gujarat Ganit Mandal, conducting problem evenings. એમના લેખો, પુસ્તકો, એમની sense of humor, એમનું deep thinking, the way, artistic way of presenting things in a popular and nice way, એ બધું આપણે જાણીએ છીએ અને માણ્યું છે. એટલે maybe he is not with us. Why maybe he is not with us in the human form? But he still and will always will be fresh in our memory. So I join you all today to pay him very, very respectful tribute this evening on the eve of his death anniversary, first death anniversary. He will never die. Some people never die. And even though he may not be with us, he is always with us. So on behalf of Professor A.R. Rao Foundation, on behalf of all of you, I pay my respect to Arun Bhai, and I thank you very much for joining us for this program. I once again thank Asit Kumar Roy for his extremely nice, very well designed, very well planned lecture. We have been enlightened, and as I said, it has shown a new direction to us, and we will relish your lecture. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was a great pleasure to present this presentation in front of you all. So really, it's a wonderful session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Devendra Bhai, do we conclude now?
Yes, sir. So with this, we conclude this session.
Yes, and let's thank everybody who remained present.
Yes, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. ઉદયનભાઈ,
બોલો.
હવે આપણે રેકોર્ડિંગ તમે સ્ટોપ કરી શકો છો કેમ કે આપણું પતી ગયું છે સેશન.
ઓકે,
હા,
એ તો બંધ કરીશું એટલે ઓટોમેટિક સ્ટોપ થશે.
ઓકે. સો આપણે બંધ કરી દઈએ, આપણે વાંધો નથી, પતી ગયું છે એટલે.
બંધ કરી દો, વાંધો નહીં. Everybody will leave.